guys, reporting from the Leave Village. So today we're going to review The Walking Dead Dead City, episode 2 of season 2. Mid-episode, are we just saying that? Also rest in peace to Frank Hildenbrand, which for a second I thought it was going to say Frank Darabont, because I would have been so shocked, because he's the one who made the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead, the amazing film The Mist, which I heard is going to be a part 2, but yeah, if I ever heard that he died, it would be a huge loss, because he basically made the first 2 seasons of my favourite show of all time and a peak film. So yeah, but still, rest in peace to Frank Hildenbrand. I'd have to look into this guy because I don't exactly know what he's been a part of. You know what, he was working in AMC, but he's still a part of what made, I guess, the Walking Dead universe great at a point at one time. So rest in peace. Yeah. Let's just get into the actual episode. Basically, Mackie still has to attack Negan's people, which he's forced to be with. You kind of see that Negan bonds with this musician guy, which he seems pretty talented. It's kind of obvious what's going to happen to him. And of course, spoilers, he dies. Yeah. Seems like, because I've just been watching this show and many other shows where you just have the villain just seeming like they actually like what the character's doing, but then they just kill him. Yeah, so that's what happens to him, like when he's playing his music. Plays it really well though. He actually gives some comfort to like Negan in his situation. And they're just planning to attack Negan's people straight away. Well, I should even say Negan's people because it's that woman who's in charge. But yeah, basically most people are taking orders from Negan because he's really good at like war stuff. So yeah. And now he's gonna be forced to like lead an attack against the ship that's gonna be coming to attack him. Let's talk about some weird painting, but whatever. I don't really care. And I guess I can say that that girl becomes useful in this episode when people don't really want to listen to Maggie and they tie her up and stuff. Especially when she punches that girl from Orange is the New Black, like she's just in a bad situation. Just look at the face, yeah. So yeah, Maggie's pretty screwed, and Herschel he just snuck out and just kind of got himself in danger, and I guess he feels bad afterwards, realizing that he screwed up. Yeah. And then they're about to, lead the attack, I guess. And I'm not even sure if he snitched because Negan decides to not, because he realizes that Maggie and Herschel are on the ship, so he decides to not attack for a second, and I guess he noticed that. And I don't know if like the other guy also noticed that, who was under Negan before, the guy with the missing ear. I just forget names because it's, even though he's a cool character, I just don't care about this actual story to even care about remembering names. Also, I'll always know the iconic ones like Negan and Maggie and Herschel because Maggie's son, but everyone else I'm just not really gonna remember their names when I'm not even fully enjoying the story. It's just so mid. Some people who are enjoying this, good for you, and then there's people who just don't even care about the show anymore and stopped watching. I'm just in the middle. I'm just like, this story's not that great, but I still like the characters. Just want to see what happens with them. Making look like Negan's going back to his villain role, but he basically lets some people escape, including Maggie and Herschel, so they get to live. But a lot of people still die anyway. So Negan basically is kind of responsible for that. You could say fully, but it's kind of getting forced because of his family. Yeah. But imagine if they're just lying the whole time, so he kind of did all these bad things again for no reason, and that would make Negan feel bad. Yeah. So he would definitely want to kill her. Yeah. Hopefully, when she dies, she gets like a Queen Mirror death, like Gears of War freestyle. I'd love to see that. Yeah. She's someone who deserves that kind of death, lol. Especially if she's gonna kill such a nice musician for nothing. She doesn't want the old world. She wants to make a new world. That kind of shit. And I just still view Maggie as a dumbass for even being with these people. And then he got her killed. Basically, if it wasn't for Negan realizing that she's on the ship, she would have been dead here. Like, she's basically getting forced to follow these rules, getting called a deserter, then they're getting flipping killed, and coming off would have been better because of the people who are in charge right now. It's not like Pamela's still alive, so it just makes things stupid. It just makes Maggie's part of the story stupid. Really, they could have just made a story about Negan. But at least, Herschel and Maggie work things out, because at the end of the day, they're flipping son and mum, so of course they need to actually get along. And, yeah. And then, the girl who ends up saving them as well, because she's the one who actually frees them, because no one wanted to free them and things were going bad, and no one wanted to listen to Maggie, so yeah. And she just wants to basically kill Negan for her father, since that's what Negan said, killed her father. Yeah, I just don't. It'd just be crazy if they go in a situation where Negan finally gets to a point where he gets to escape. That evil bitch is dead, but then this girl comes and just shoots Negan when he reunites with his family. That'd be such a crazy ending. I haven't seen how things end with Negan in the comic, because there's like a thing after the comic with Negan, and I haven't really read that. And I guess there's some novel with Lily too, but yeah, I haven't read those. I should at least read the Negan one, and I want to reread the comics anyway. Hell, maybe I could do something where I just read the Walking Dead comic on TikTok or whatever. That'd be cool. But yeah, they're able to get back safely and realize they screwed up, so whatever. That's pretty much the whole episode anyway. It's just talking about the episode afterwards. Yeah, rest in peace to that guy who passed away. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say. So this is Walk Universe reporting from the Leaf Village. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.